Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Do you like my wrinkles? I didn't get a chance to remove those wrinkles. I'm so sorry. In this video, I want to talk to you guys about Be Ordinary. Now, this is a brand that everyone and their mother is talking about. Why? Because it's supposed to be super amazing and affordable. For me, a big key is affordable. I even ended up getting their primer. This is a silicone-based one, and all together with shipping was less than $25, and that's 2 foundations and a primer. So this is going to be a foundation kind of first impressions and wear test. I am going to split it into 2 different days. It's going to be one video but 2 different days because it is 2 foundations. The reason why there are 2 foundations is because they have their Serum foundation, which is supposed to be light coverage, and then they have their full coverage foundation, and this is supposed to be a high coverage foundation. Now I ended up getting them both on the same color, so they're 2.1 wide. This is a medium for yellow undertones. So yeah, and it's really good because these foundations were like less than $7, and they bring 1 fluid ounce. So I think I'm gonna use the full coverage foundation just because I do have a meeting today and I want to cover up a lot of what I have going on my face. So here is what the foundation looks like. It's a pretty small bottle, but I do understand that it's extremely pigmented and very good coverage, at least this one. I don't know about the Serum one. So I'm not mad, and I mean, it's not even expensive, so I'm not mad that it's small, and it does have like a kind of like a frosted packaging. It's really pretty, and it does come with a pump, which is amazing because there's a lot of foundations that are like $12, $15 and don't come with a damn pump. So I'm really excited to try this. Oh, I also like that the pump actually locks. That's super cute. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do as I usually do with foundation reviews and first impressions. I'm gonna do half of my face with a brush, the other half of the face with a sponge, because there are days that I just don't want to work my sponge and I want to use a brush. So I want to make sure that I'm not going to be wasting my product. So the box says it's a full coverage foundation, high coverage foundation formula. As I said, I did get this in 2.1Y, and this is for medium yellow undertones. The directions say shake before use, dispense a small amount into the palm or the back of your hand, smooth on and blend throughout the face, ideally outward from the midpoint of the face. It actually looks pretty good. Even in person, it looks really good. Maybe it's because of the lighting, it looks a little more yellow. My understanding is that this foundation does not oxidize. I'm kind of counting on that because like I said, I am going to a meeting, so that's not going to be cute. So my foundation is completely on. Let's see what this looks like on both sides, but close up. Looking at it close up, I will tell you that the side that I used a brush on does look a lot more high coverage and much more covered. It doesn't look bad, it doesn't look dry or cakey, but then when you compare it to the opposite side looks way more natural. I did apply the same amount of product and I only did the 2 pumps for the whole face, so a little does go a very long way, but I do like the sponge side a lot better just because it looks a little more airbrushed and effortless, almost like I have no makeup on, but I have the coverage that I want. So with this full coverage foundation, I feel like you're better off depending on what you prefer. If you want to look like really, you want it to look like really high coverage, then yeah, use a brush. But if you want to look like you have the coverage that you want, like high coverage but very like flawless, I would definitely go with a sponge. I'm gonna try to just dab my face with the damp sponge just to see if it'll pick up a little bit of that product and kind of even it out, make it look as flawless as the opposite side. Okay, yeah, look at that. It looks really good actually. So if you use a brush but then you just want it to look like airbrushed and flawless, just go in with a damp beauty blender. It's double the effort, but still, I mean, if you're like, oh, I don't like it, then you can always go in and fix it with your beauty blender. It looks really good. Another note is it dries almost to like a powder finish. It's not tacky, so it should play very well with the rest of your like powders and your creams. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and kind of add the rest of my face. Okay, so far I am loving it. This foundation application, I've only had it on for like 6 minutes, 5 minutes or so. I opted not to do anything to the eye because really it's about the foundation, but I need a lippy, you know? This looks really good. It hasn't oxidized. I don't think it's going to. It blended well with my neck. Did cover all the dark spots that I wanted covered. And it looks so natural, looks good. It played very well with my cream concealer and all my powders that I kind of put on top of it. I really am enjoying this foundation. So this is what I want to do for you guys. This is going to be a wear test on this full coverage foundation for today. It is currently 8:16 in the morning. I'm going to go ahead and go about my day, check in with you guys in between, and we will see how this foundation wears. But this might be a very good foundation for like weddings and stuff. I don't know, but I'm really excited. I really do like this foundation. Okay, so I am in my car, just took my glasses off. The foundation still looks really good. The lighting here sucks. I'm in a parking garage. Sorry. But it looks really good around this area here. It looks really natural. It doesn't look dry or patchy in any way. It did not oxidize. It looks really good with my skin. I'm so excited. So far it's looking really good. It's not moving around now. I will admit that I tend to do a lot of this when I'm bored, and I was at a meeting just watching a whole bunch of slides, so I was bored, and yeah, it's holding up. I also, as you saw, I took my glasses off, and with me, foundation tends to totally come off in this area because of the glasses. I did take my glasses off a few times and then put them back on, and I mean, yes, you can see the indentations of like the glasses on my nose, and it's a little pink, but if you look close up, the foundation has not come off at all. So I'm kind of stoked for that, because all my foundations do tend to come off in this area, specifically where I wear glasses. So this was a good test to do today with this foundation and the glasses. I will follow up with you guys later, and we'll see towards the end of the day what this foundation tends to look like. Okay guys, so I am back. It is the end of the day right now for me. I have other things that I need to do, and I think I want to film another video, so I'm gonna have to wash all of this off and kind of start all over again for something else. But it is 6:10 right now, and I must say this foundation looks so good. Let me grab my mirror. I like the wear of the foundation. I like that it still has really good coverage. Please don't mind this baby here who is actually coming. I don't understand what's going on. But as you can see, I haven't really touched anything up, not even my lippy, all day. And this looks so good on my skin. It feels good. It doesn't feel greasy. It's not patchy. It hasn't moved around. I still have a really good coverage in the areas that I want coverage, which for me, it's always like my jawline and my chin area. So tomorrow I'm gonna go ahead and try the Serum foundation. I'm gonna apply it just as I did this one today, as well as I think I'm just gonna go ahead and add the same products in all fairness so that we could give it a good shot. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I am back. This is the very next day, and I am going to try the Serum foundation this time. I am pushed way back onto my backdrop because Smart Head over here decided to put sheer curtains in this room, and so one window is here, which is fine, it's blocked, but that one over here, if I do this, look at that. I'm just gonna have to change the curtains. But anyway, the application process for today is gonna be the same. Half of my face will be blended out with a brush, and then the other half of my face will be blended out with a blending sponge. This one is nice and moist. I want to see what the difference is. Now, apparently, this foundation is light coverage, so I'm not expecting it to cover all my imperfections as anything, just like a wash of color all over the face, more so like a BB cream. The box says Serum foundation, a serum textured natural coverage foundation that softens undesirable hues and visibly reduces imperfections. The directions say, shake before use, dispense a small amount into the palm or the back of your hand, smooth on and blend throughout the face, ideally outward from the midpoint of the face. Very similar to yesterday's, I gotta tell you that the Serum foundation does have more coverage on the side where you're using the brush. And it looks kind of more flawless on the side where you're using your sponge. It dried much quicker than the full coverage one. I guess that's expected because it is such a lightweight foundation, but I do like that you can kind of still see my imperfections, but it evened out the color all over my skin, and even on the side where I used the brush, you can still see imperfections. So it's like a BB cream, but it looks good, it feels good, it did not cling to dry patches like right here. I've got this baby healing, and so I do have like some dryness in that area, and it doesn't look dry. It looks really good. I'm gonna apply the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. Hey, I'm back. So I did put on the rest of my face. I kept it pretty simple: bronzer, blush, some highlighter, because I feel like foundations are really funny sometimes with certain parts of like your makeup routine. So sometimes it works well with your bronzer, but then it makes your blush look really crappy, or everything else looks great and then the highlighter just... So I did apply that just to see what that would blend like, what that would look like. And I did put a powder over it just because I did put my concealer on. It played very well with my powdered products and my concealer. It doesn't feel like I have anything on. It doesn't really look like I have anything on. Like, you would think that this is my face with some blush and highlighter. It looks really natural. Totally looks like I have no foundation on. I have to go to the dollar store and Walmart. Gotta go get some food shopping done. So I just want to see how this is gonna wear throughout the day, so I will check up with you guys later.
You finished?
Girl, I am a hot mess. It is the end of the day and my bun is feeling it right now. I am back. It is the end of the day. It's going to be 10 o'clock in about 15 minutes. So I just feel like, you know what, it's time to kind of wash this face off, get this off, and call it a day. I will tell you, this foundation, my review is all thumbs up for these. Not only are they affordable, but they're really good foundations. They're very long wearing. They don't emphasize anything that you don't want emphasized on your skin, whether it's fine lines, wrinkles. It doesn't settle onto like dry patches. It doesn't emphasize your dry patches, and it does not emphasize your pores. I feel like you can't go wrong with owning both. I'm gonna be honest. This one's for every day, kind of. It's medium, light medium. You can definitely build this. The Coverage Foundation also has no flashback and looks great on video and on pictures. So you can't go wrong with either of them. Another point I'd like to make is that I did my research, and both of these foundations are completely oil and cruelty free. So for those of you who do prefer cruelty free makeup, this is a really good line to go with. So as of right now, there are only two websites. There's a hand. As of right now, there's only two websites where you can actually purchase these foundations. One of them is beautylish.com. I will link them down below. The other one is the brand's website, which is theordinary.com. I will link them down below as well. I do know that Sephora started carrying the Ordinary brand. I want to say like end of November, beginning of December, but, and this is a big but. This is a big but. It's a big but. As of right now, Sephora's only really carrying a lot of their skincare items. They currently do not have this foundation on their website or in stores. I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that they actually do kind of incorporate it as part of the line that they're carrying, only because I did have to pay $5 shipping when I ordered these. I ordered these from Beautylish. I did get them pretty quickly, but as part of being Sephora Rouge, I wouldn't have had to pay for shipping, and these are extremely affordable, so I would have saved my $5. But God only knows when Sephora will be carrying their foundation, and even if they're ever gonna carry the foundation. So I said, you know what, just pay the $5, don't be so cheap. That is a wrap for this video, you guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have either of these, let me know how you like them. If you choose to buy them, tell me which one you're gonna get. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.